pointing. What?
Don't stop. So
It'll stop at some point.
I feel very safe, Your Honor.
I know. He's like, you are all over it. All right, go ahead. What are we doing?
Well, Your Honor, a few things. First of all, I've been in communication with Mr. Burgess and Mr. Arabo, who is representing the victim of the case, Mr. Quasny. Apparently, Mr. Lee called Mr. Arabo and offered to, in exchange, there's a pending case where Mr. Quasny is the defendant of an AMD against Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee contacted Mr. Arabo and offered to essentially not testify in that case if Mr. Quasny agreed not to testify in this case. There are statements that are essentially saying, in exchange for Mr. Quasny, victim in this case, not testifying, I will also not testify. That is highly concerning, of course. I was given this information yesterday. I asked Mr. Arabo to forward that call to myself, Mr. Burgess, and the officer in charge because we want to document the potential additional charges. But this all transpired yesterday. We got the recording as of this morning. With that said, of course, I think it's appropriate to have an adjournment. Mr. Burgess agrees with that.
But does that recording indicate that?
Yes, Your Honor. Have either one of you listened?
I myself have not listened to the recording. I was just asked to stand in on behalf of Mr. Burgess. He's at a hearing in Lansing. However, I did speak to Mr. Lee about it today. Mr. Lee indicated some of the content of the conversation to me. He also indicated, just FYI, that he himself recorded it.
But just so that I have this right, the defendant, because of something else, is urging, enticing, or in some other way interfering with testimony of witnesses in this case.
I can't agree to that characterization because I haven't heard it. I don't know.
Well, you want to listen to, because that's what I'm being told.
But yes, I understand. I understand that is what's being presented. I also want to indicate that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Mr. Lee has indicated to me some things. I have advised him to be careful of what he would want to say to Your Honor, but he seems to feel that he needed to make that phone call because he wants to move to have Mr. Burgess removed and he wants to get a different attorney. Mr. Lee has indicated.
This is where things get interesting. The officer's opinion is now on the table, and that's a dangerous place to live in court. Opinions don't carry the same legal weight as facts, and good defense attorneys love exploiting that gap.
Yes, Judge, I indicated to, what's her name?
Ms. Rubio.
To Ms. Rubio that for a little bit over a month, I contacted my attorney, Mr. Burgess, and I instructed him to contact the lawyers from both sides, the prosecution and the other side that represented Mr. Quasny, and I instructed him to offer a plea or to negotiate some sort of settlement, and he indicated that he would do that. He indicated that he had done that. He indicated that he had reached out to Mr. Arabo and the prosecutor regarding making some sort of plea agreement. Him and I discussed what that could be. And so now, fast forward, yesterday, I contacted Mr. Burgess and I said, hey, have you reached out or have you heard anything from Mr. Arabo and the prosecutor? He said, and he indicated that he had not heard anything and that he had reached out to both attorneys multiple times. I knew that to be a lie. I suspected that to be a lie. And I knew that if I were to have him or to ask you to have him removed or substituted, that I would have to prove under Strickland versus Washington that he...
I don't know. Are you a lawyer?
hold on. He just admitted to secretly recording phone calls to build a case against his own lawyer. That's next level legal chess. But depending on the state, that move could either help him or backfire badly.
Reached out and discussed any sort of plea negotiations. Mr. Arabo said, no, sir. He had not had any communications with my attorneys. So I confirmed with Mr. Arabo that he had not received any communications about any kind of negotiations with any kind of plea agreements on my behalf.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, Mr. Lee, before he makes more statements.
And I did record the.
That are false to this.
I recorded the call.
Criminalizing himself.
I recorded the call.
In his best interest, he might want to listen to this call before he makes any further statements. In the call that was sent to us, there is indication, there's no discussion of a plea. Not what was sent to me. That was recorded by Mr. Arabo. There's very clear that there will be no testimony in his case if Mr. Consley agrees not to testify in this case.
So I have the text messages.
Further false statements are made to the court, which is not necessarily a problem for me, but I want to make sure that Mr. Lee's rights are preserved.
I have the text
He
messages.
might want to listen.
You don't know what? That's the third time you've done it. You're gone. Mr. Allen, take him. You better get Mr. Burgess down here because I want to hear those calls because if he's interfered with it, that's going to be a whole other issue.
I will try to reach him.
And just like that, the mood flips. The judge goes from listening to ready to lock it all down. Bond revocation isn't a slap on the wrist. It's the court saying you're not walking free after this. Would you have taken that gamble if you were in his place?
I'm just letting you know that what I'm hearing is extremely disturbing.
I completely understand that.
And so I'm gonna give an opportunity for the defense to give me some explanation, but I'm inclined at this point, I'm gonna hold him in custody. I'm inclined at this point to revoke his bond.
I understand.